Alright guys, Tucker here with S&S Smithing. Today we're going to do our dollar store blacksmith challenge. As you can see right over there, we got the store. So, what the plan is, I'm going to go in there, pick out one or more items, depending on what I see. And then I'll come back with you guys in a little bit and go over what it is, and we'll get back to the shop and get to work. Alright, see you soon. Alright guys, so just come out of the store here. Got a bag of stuff here. We're gonna look at some stuff. Alright. Picked up some cheap sandpaper set. Let's see how well that stuff works. Picked up cheap whetstone for $1. Now the plan is, alright guys, for the thing I found these crowbars in there. This is the Dollar Tree, everything's $1 in there, so I picked up 2 of these. I'm not sure if they're going to be cast or some kind of cheesy, crappy metal or what, but I picked up 2 in case if anything goes wrong or whatever. So the plan is I'm going to take this, we're going to go back to the shop, I'm going to see if they're hardenable. And if they are hardenable even a little bit, like semi-hardenable, like a railroad spike, we're going to try to make a little knife out of this or something like that, or possibly even just some tools for hot work or chisels. So we'll get going on these, and the plan is... Alright guys, we made it back to the shop. So plan is we're going to get started on these crowbars. I'm going to test to make sure they're not cast or if they're hardenable. That all will be in a separate video that might release before this one or after. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But anyway, I'm going to test this, and then we're going to go ahead to get to forging once we figure out what it's made out of. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back at the shop with our dollar store crowbars. And we have successfully tested to see if they are hardenable, and surprisingly enough they are. So plan is we're going to do something simple for this first challenge. I got 2 of them, so we might do some more stuff with these later, but today we're going to forge a very thin fuller for doing decorative hot work and some cold work, since it's hardenable. I already have one fuller I made, but alright guys, so our plan for what we're going to do with these dollar store crowbars for our challenge is we're going to be making a fuller. I already have one I made out of coil spring. It's a wee bit too beefy though for a lot of things I want to do, like small intricate work on like some leaves and some smaller bracelets and stuff I do. So we're just going to make a small fuller out of these crowbars we got from the dollar store, heat treat it, and that'll be it. So it's going to be simple for this time around guys, but as these challenges go, hopefully we can progress and do more difficult projects. But for this first one, I want to keep it nice and simple, make a short little video and show you guys how to make a fuller. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do here is cut off this excess material that's all beat up from the testing we did. Therefore we forged a bit of it out. So we're going to try to cut it to center, so that way we got a fresh piece of metal to start with. Alright guys, for this quick interruption of the video, we're doing our shout out of the week, or our video shout out to another channel. So, this week's shout out goes to Twan over at Warped Legacy. A lot of you probably already have heard of him. He does some blacksmithing videos, he does some repair videos on cars, and he set some personal challenges for himself. He just hit 1,000 subscribers not long ago, so go check him out guys. Let's get back to the project. We've reached the heat. Usually what we do for something like this would be upset it. But since I'm going for a really small, thin fuller, we're just going to start drawing out a taper here. Work from the back to the front, kind of, just to push it out. Alright, we're running out of heat there, so we're going to throw her back in the fire. Alright guys, so now we're just going to continue our taper here. Now we want it flat, so now we want our bottom here to be nice and flat. It can have a little bit of a curve to it, but it's getting there. We're almost to we're pretty much to the size I want. So we're just going to center up our taper a little bit and even up our edge here, and then we'll get to grinding. Going to center up our taper here a little bit. Make sure she's centered with the bar. Yep, alright. Now, last thing we need to be doing here is just square off our face a bit more. Make sure she's nice and even. Take off the sharp edge. Alright. Oh, say she's looking pretty good where she's at, so next thing we're going to do, let her cool off. I'm going to cut off our bar here. Right about there looks pretty good. Alrighty guys, so it's all nice and cooled off. It's all nice and cooled off here, and we're going to start grinding it. The rough grinding's all done. Now we're just going to move on to the little belt sander we got, and then round up our edge, polish it, make it nice and smooth so we're not putting grind marks into our material, and then we just got to heat treat it. Alright, so see you guys over there. Alright, there's this little slack spot right here in the belt, and that's what I'm going to use to make the round, so that way it's nice and even. Alright, and it's an old belt of medium grit. It's about used was a 120 belt, so it'll be fine enough to do what we need to do. We don't need to get it up to a super fine polish for this. So let's get working on her, guys. Guys, there she is. I don't know how all the camera can pick up how rounded it is, because I was putting it in the slack of the belt and teetering it back and forth, flipping it around, going both ends of the belt to make sure it's nice and rounded. See here. Yeah, there you go, rounded. So all that's left to do is heat treat her and then test her out. So let's get on that. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to heat up the tool. We're going to get the working end down here. That's going to get the abuse, because we will use this to mark on some colder stock and not just hot stuff, and use it on some coppers and things like that for bracelets and whatnot. But what we're going to do is we're going to heat up this end here, probably maybe like the first third or so ish, to non-magnetic. Then we're going to quench it and leave this end out and hot, pull her out. We're going to take off take an old grinding disc, and then we're going to scratch the surface enough to see what the colors look like. As the temperature colors come running back down, we're going to quench the whole thing and cool her off to set it in that place. Alright, let's get doing it. Alrighty guys, got this end all here. All heated and non-magnetic. We're quenching her down. Keep it moving a bit. Alright, so we got the top part there still at a dull red. So, scratch this, see how long it takes our colors to run here. Quench her off now. And then we'll let that cool off, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Alright guys, so she's all done. Let's see here. See, I kind of see the color change a little bit better now. I got it out of the quench area where the colors can show through. It's got that straw and a little bit of blue showing through. And then the end's just pure gray, which is what we want. She's still a little warm, so we're going to let her cool off a bit more. Then we're going to test her out on a little piece of scrap metal, see how well she works. Alright, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to give her a quick test out here. Clean up our mark a little bit that we made. Yeah, she works. Right there is our fuller mark. I'd say she works. Alright, let's get on wrapping things up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this Blacksmith Store Challenge. We took a dollar store crowbar and turned it into a mini fuller. So, it works pretty good. Here's a closer look at just the quick few little whacks we took on this hot piece of 1/8 inch plate that I just had sitting around I threw in the forge. So, I think she'll work pretty good. But, alright guys, it's Tucker Singer here, S&S Smithing. As always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments what stores you would like me to do for this Blacksmith Challenge, or any items that you guys would like to see me do. Alright? See you later.